Hello everyone, it is Grandmaster Hawk. We are back with another video covering everything that we missed in the Sparking Zero recent trailer, which was Master and Apprentice. Now that I have my exam out of the way for the moment, we will now do a full breakdown video of everything that happened in the trailer. I'm actually just going to skip straight to the second part of it, which was, I think, Krillin and Yamcha versus Master Roshi, because there wasn't a whole lot of stuff that happened between Piccolo and Kid Gohan, but just up on screen I'll put like right over here what actually happened or what's significant from that part of the trailer, and otherwise we will get straight into the rest of it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the confirmation and return of grabs in Sparking Zero. If you play Tenkaichi 3, you know that grabs are actually a very important part of Tenkaichi gameplay, and we did get confirmation right here, Master Roshi using his grab, and this is his grab in Tenkaichi 3. After that, we have Krillin's spread energy bullet, or whatever the heck they're calling it in Sparking Zero. Now, the way it's been shown in this clip here, I'm actually not too thrilled about it. It looks like they're making it even worse than before, and the reason why I say that is because in Tenkaichi 3, there is a setup which I made up where you can actually get it to work properly or get most damage out of it as possible. And in Raging Blast 1 and 2, the attack homes in on you, but over here in Sparking Zero, it just looks like they're making it a lot worse. Moving on to everyone's favorite part of the Master and Apprentice trailer, here we see Videl and Gohan doing their super attacks. I don't actually know what Gohan is doing, but this one frame shows that he's got that white outline showcasing a super attack. And then, of course, the Sonic Sway. Now, there are 4 different things that happened in that segment, or that we are confirming within that segment. I didn't actually notice this one until during the editing process for this video, but if you've played Tenkaichi 3 and Base Adult Gohan enough, you'll actually know that this is Base Gohan's counterattack setup. And this is actually a good thing. It doesn't exactly look identical to his Tenkaichi 3 version, but it might be because they're refurbishing all the existing counterattack stances. Just to give you guys an idea of what that actually looks like in Tenkaichi 3, I have provided a clip. It will be in slow motion of Gohan blocking and then immediately going into a counterattack almost on the first frame of Videl throwing a punch at me. Following that, we get 2 more things simultaneously. The first of these 2 is Videl's entire rush string. If you've played Tenkaichi 3 enough times, you know that when you've Sonic Swayed someone over there, you go through their entire rush string, meaning their first string and their second string combined. So this potentially confirms the return of the second string, and it's also showing us that Videl's first and second string, or probably just her second string, have actually been changed, and it now looks a lot better. One of the final 2 things for this segment is the fact that Gohan no longer has his generic counterattack kick from doing the Sonic Sway. As you can see, in Tenkaichi 3, this is the generic version of it, and in Sparking Zero, he has a completely new one. I will show a couple of clips from Tenkaichi 3 of characters that have identical counterattacks. The final thing to cover in this segment is something I'm actually very happy about, however simple it may be. After Gohan does his counterattack from his Sonic Sway, he is floating just above the ground. I am so happy about this. It means that you are not being forced back to the ground like you were in Raging Blast 2 if you were very close to the ground. So I'll show you a couple of, 2 clips. One of you floating above the ground in Tenkaichi 3 while not actually being forced to the ground, and then one in Raging Blast 2 where you are being forced to the ground after doing airborne attacks. Now we move on to the final part of this section, which is Vidal's ultimate. I believe the final part of her move in this ultimate is taken from the manga, which is great. And then we move on to Beerus versus Whis, which actually did reveal quite a few good details, so let's break those down. The first thing we see is Ascending Ki Blast, which is done from a jump, and then you press your key button, and as you can see here, we then float back to the ground, which is a great sign, so let's just hope that while we're airborne, we still have the option to do it like we did in Tenkaichi 3, because in Raging Blast, that was completely removed. After that, we get to see a Ki Blast deflect, which is great, and then we see Beerus do his Hakai Ball, to which Whis does some kind of neutralization move, and here's where I think this is actually a Blast 1. I think Whis is going to be some kind of defense type character because he was engulfed in that white outline as the attack made contact with him and he neutralized it, so I'm pretty sure this is a Blast 1 which neutralizes any super attacks that are coming at him. Following that, we then see Beerus do his Spear of Destruction. I don't know what Whis does here, but then he does something very important here. What Whis did there was the confirmation of a Blast 1 that increases one or more of your stats. And just to give you guys a clear idea of how we know that's a Blast 1, I am going to give a audio comparison, of course with a video clip, showing where that sound effect comes into play in Tenkaichi 3.
Wow, scrumptious!
Finally, we move on to the rest of the trailer. I will not be covering anything here because there isn't anything that happened for me to cover. Trunks looks amazing, his Finish Buster Burning Attack look amazing, Future Gohan looks amazing, finally with one arm in a Tenkaichi game for the first time. 17 and 18 look incredible, Trunks having some dialogue here as he's being thrown is highly amusing. The only thing I have left to say now is that I've noticed 67% of you guys are not subscribed. I do cover a lot of Dragon Ball on my channel, primarily Tenkaichi 3. I do Tenkaichi 2 from time to time as well. I might start doing Raging Blast again and some other games, and we are definitely going to be covering Sparking Zero, so please do consider hitting subscribe, maybe help me get closer to my goal of currently 10,000. And with that being said, maybe leave a like, share this video with other people, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, bye!